I apologize about that. I needed to check my audio. So when those things happen, it does benefit us to write things down and to have our prayer requests present so that we can reflect on our prayer requests and we'll know exactly what to ask God. Our next text is going to be Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. I'm going to go there. Matthew 11, verses 28 through 30 says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." God is telling us to lean on him, to rely on him, to understand that he has the strength that we need. He has the strength we need. I like to think of God as the equalizer. When I can't, he can. When I don't, he do. When I won't, he will. He's not doing for you what he told you to do for yourself. But he's doing for you what you make such a great effort to do. And sometimes you just can't get it all the way there. You just can't quite succeed. And then God steps in. Because he's our watcher. He's our protector. He's our keeper. So he steps in and he helps us. And it's always a good thing that he's there to help us, because humans a lot of times can disappoint us and not be there when we need them. And that's okay, because they're human. And guess what? You can disappoint them too. And you cannot be there when they need you too. So that's, the reminder that God helps us carry our burdens. And he's there when we need him. So it's another avenue of not being weary and well-doing, because your efforts are not in vain. Your efforts do not go unnoticed. They do not go unrewarded. They are seen, they are rewarded, and they are appreciated. Galatians 6:9 tells us to keep going when it seems like you just can't go anymore. "Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith." And Galatians 6:9 is a reminder that there's a time when sometimes you may feel like, man, when is my time? When is my moment for reaping? When is my moment for rejoicing? When is my moment to take pleasure in all of my work and my labor? And God says, don't grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you'll reap. There's always a sowing time and a harvest time. You can't harvest something you didn't sow. Can't reap something you didn't sow. That's one thing I love about family, right? Each man is looking out for the next man. So while you're looking out for the next man, there's somebody looking out for you, and there's somebody looking out for that person, and then somebody looking out for that person. So it's like a revolving door. It's a never-ending chain of love. And that's why family is important. Because while you're working hard to make sure those around you are being blessed, there's someone else working hard to make sure those around them are being blessed. And then there's another person working hard to make sure those around them. So every man is looking to the good of another man. And the scripture tells us that's how we should be as kingdom people. That's how we should be as family that love one another. We should all be looking to the good of the next person. When you need reassurance that God is near, let's check out the text, Psalms chapter 34. Psalms chapter 34. And we'll start from 15. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of contrite spirits. God is near. God hears us. God cares for us. He loves us enough to hear us cry out. I often tell my husband that's what separates us from the rest of humanity. We that believe in God and that trust God and that make an effort to connect with God, He hears us. He's near. He's always near. There's times when I feel like, I'm wanting to say something and you can't really say it because you don't really know where to start. So you just, there's that assurance that I know the Lord knows my heart. That's what I know. I know the Lord knows my heart. Said, the Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of contrite spirit. So I know that when my words don't manifest my emotion, that the Lord knows my heart. And He's still there. He still draws nigh. He still shows His love and His patience and His kindness. God never disappoints. Never disappoints. We disappoint ourselves. And sometimes we don't like his answer, his chastisement, or the way He goes. But He never disappoints. And so that's reassurance that we can move forward. And one of the last texts I'll leave you guys with is Psalms chapter 46:10. It's one of my favorite texts. It's one of my favorite texts. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. He said, be still and know that I am God. There's no need for you to be weary. There's no need for you to be exhausted. There's no need for you to lay it down and call it quits because you're at your wit's end and you're just like, oh man, so much going on, I don't know where to start. He's saying, be still and know that I'm God. Know that I will draw near. Know that I will hear you. Know that I will help you. Know that I am here to be your strength. That's why He's here. He wants to be our strength. He wants to be our friend. He wants to show us kindness. We can depend on God. He never fails us. He never gives up. He's never too tired to hold you up. He's never too exhausted to listen to your request. He's never too busy to give you an ear. He's always there. He's always there. Sometimes I find that if body tired, sometimes you can get body tired. And sometimes I find I just need to go to sleep. And I may wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I pray. Because I think to myself, I didn't pray earlier. Or I was tired. That prayer was like really short and sweet. But I actually had some requests. And God is 24/7. So I'm up now. I'm taking a little nap. I'm a little bit alert. I'm going to pray. How many of y'all can wake a friend up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, girl, remember what I was trying to tell you at 8 o'clock? Let me tell you now. How many of y'all can wake a family member up and do that? In my house, I can't wake nobody up. They sleep like rocks and sleeping dragon. I can't wake nobody up and say nothing. All you can wake them up and say is go back to sleep. And you don't need to wake them up to say that because they were asleep. Yeah, in this house, if you wake anybody up, it better be to run or get out. Because to say what you was trying to say at 7 p.m., we ain't doing that. I'm asleep. But God is 24/7. You can talk to him at any time. You can lean on him at any time. He'll be your strength. He'll be your guide. He'll be your listener. He'll be your rationalization. He'll be whatever you need him to be when you walk with him. He wants you to use him to be your best friend. So anytime you feel tired, anytime you feel too exhausted to think, anytime you feel cluttered, journal it. Have you a prayer journal. It can be as much as just a tablet, a real tablet, a writing tablet. Let me say that. Not an iPad. Not a tablet. But actually, I have to say that now. Writing tablet. Because nowadays, until young people go get your tablet, everybody looking at you like, huh? My tablet ain't charged. Talking about a notebook. Spiral notebook. It can be something as simple as that. You just start writing down your request. Start decluttering your mind. And start prioritizing what it is that you need to do. So you can ask God to help see you through. Okay? That's my word for tonight. You all have a great night. Love Proverbs 25:11. The way it is written and amplified. You need a memory of that again. Like apples of gold and settings of silver is a word spoken at the right time. And hopefully this reached your ears at the right time. If you like my channel and like the information that I'm giving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Maybe someone else needs to hear the words fitly spoken. Thank you for joining me today, and you have a good rest of your day.